Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend. Welcome back to Learning Granblue with Leona. For this month, I actually have something specific I want to talk about. And it's a problem that I did not address at the beginning of my time with Granblue. I want to talk about why it is important to explore the cast. So, early on, I locked in... I'll start at the beta. The Rising I think it was the crossplay beta. It was like in November. During that beta, I played very little of the game. I didn't have a whole lot of time. And I locked on hard to Anila and then Narmaya as well. And I pretty much was like, yeah, I'm going to play one of these two. And that was just kind of what I thought I was going to do. Like a couple days into the game, I played around with UL for a bit, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna play UL." Like I felt so strongly about it. And then like a day and a half after that New Year's video was posted, I saw my friend Vanks playing Zooey, and I was like, this character's nuts. This character's so sick. She's so cool. She has a cool dragon. And then I just no-lifed Zooey for like a month. I got like all the rewards with Zooey except for like the 2 hidden ones. And I was like, oh, this is where I want to be. And I hit burnout. Like, I don't know how else to explain it other than I played so much Zooey, I was like, no, I think I'm good, actually. I don't think I want to play Zooey anymore. Which is weird. Because that only has happened with Baiken. And that happened, I feel like, because of how they changed her. I love Baiken. I think her kid is really sick. I like playing her a lot in Rev 2. But Strive Baiken they changed so much about her kit. They killed all of the reversal damage, which is a lot of how I liked to play the game, which was defensive and mind gamey with Hiragi, but I can't do that anymore. So I completely lost interest. I felt like I had been completely burned out. So I spent pretty much all of this month messing around with other characters in the cast. And I gotta say, I feel like I have improved so greatly at Granblue because of this month. So I'm going to take this time. We're going to go over the 3 characters that I've explored in order of how much I think I am going to end up playing them. And then I will get to where I am at and who I'm going to be sticking with. So we will start with Narmaya. All right, let's see what we can get done here. So if I remember correctly, it's... Oh, no, that's also wrong. All right, hang on. Wait a minute. I think it's... That was also that was incorrect. Nice. Okay, there's one. That can also be done from back here, I believe. So it's like to get out of the corner. So it's... Nice. Okay, and then there's one, or I guess there's multiple, but like this is the one that I've been doing in the corner. So it's like, oh, that's one that you can do without spending a ton of meter, but that wasn't correct. So it's like, oh, whoops, hang on. So it's, there we go. Oh, that one doesn't work. I forgot. I added an extra hit. Hang on. Oh, that's... I just learned this stuff. Hang on. Okay, that's one version that you can do. That one's not bad. You can get kind of fancy with it, though. There we go. There we go. That's more like it, baby. Yeah! There's like a bunch of stuff that you can do here. There's like... and then my favorite thing that I've learned is like this. So it's like... You can immediately do the, that move. But you can cancel that into different other specials. So it's like full screen if you've got a zoner problem, you can just go bam. Or if you want to be really annoying about it, you can go into the DP and really piss people off. So when it comes to Narmaya, there's actually a lot to love here. Narmaya, first of all, is adorable. She's so cute. When she's on player one side and the intros of her, like, sitting there, she looks like she's meditating, and in reality, you've woken her up from her nap, and she's just like, oh, where am I? Like, I love that about her. She's so cute. And then, like, depending on if you're a friend or a foe, she's like, oh, this is going to be a great spar. We're going to have a great time. And if you're an enemy, she's like, I am going to kill you here and now. Nobody I know will ever be hurt by you ever again. And I cannot... I fall head over heels for characters like that who are like, oh yes, I'm silly and goofy and I just like to take naps and I love my friends and I will kill you if you do anything to hurt them. It's my favorite, gotta be one of my favorite genders. So, Narmaya, in terms of gameplay, is a lot like Johnny, which is kind of why I latched onto her. I was like, okay, I love Johnny in Strive, and I am going to try to find an equivalent to that in Granblue. And Narmaya, I think, is the closest. Between the... Well, I mean, it's basically just because she has Mistfinder, but her combo routes are extremely difficult. They're very, like, input-intensive. And she gets away with doing a lot of things that can be non-linear, I want to say. She can do a lot of stuff that is in neutral. She can either do the projectile, and she's got a bunch of different versions of it, especially like the metered version, like crumples the opponent, and at certain distances you can confirm into it off of 2M and get a combo, which is nuts. That's super fun. But she's got a lot more to her. Like, she's got the two stances, and depending on which one you're in, you'll either be, like, melee-focused or projectile-focused. So, it's not that I don't enjoy playing her. In fact, I've played her a lot. Like, I even shelled out for the Battle Pass after saying that people who shell out for the Battle Pass are chumps. Because I was like, ooh, but this costume, though? I love playing Narmaya. She's a lot of fun. She's extremely difficult. She is very, very execution heavy and very challenging. And after playing Johnny as much as I have, I was kind of looking for a break from characters that make me have to, like, I have to spend an hour and a half in training mode to land like a single, like, B&B, right? So, I am going to play more Narmaya. That is just not where my focus is going to be, because I want to learn how to play Granblue for Combo Breaker. So, that is where I'm at with Narmaya. I will come back to her later. But for now, we are going to move on to subject number 2 today, which is Vira. Alright, and here's what you're supposed to do with the Yandere. This chick is nuts. If anybody's seen any fucking Granblue tier list, everybody knows that Vira is one of the best characters in the game, and for good reason. You should watch what this chick can do, so check this out. So this first combo, I believe, can be started either standing or just by, like, or with a dashing light. So I think I'm gonna try to do it with dashing light just to show it off. So, no, you can't. Okay, I think it might be... Okay, yeah, so I was thinking of one with dashing medium, so ignore me. So check this out. So we go light, light, light into this. That is a carry from mid-screen to the corner. That is insane. And next we have one of the corner combos. So this one is an unmetered corner combo. So we start medium, 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 and then Yeah. So it's medium, 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 236H, close medium, 214H, close light, 236H. So it's medium, 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 the big flurry attack. Oh, and, well, man, I already fucked it up. Alright, so, and then link the close medium, and then do the backflip, and then you link a close light, and then you do the heavy DP. And now, this one is really hard. This one is one that you're supposed to do with meter, and it gets you your install. So it's heavy, heavy, heavy. Ah, I fucked it up. I fucked it up right at the end. No. I'll see if I can try it again. Ah. There we go. Okay, so it's heavy, 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 the big slashy attack, close medium, you link into the guard point, you link close heavy, then you do your super, which is not this, but for effect, and then it's 2U, and then you link medium DP, which changes because you're now in install. Yeah, this character's nuts. I love Vira. She's just so normal. Vira is in terms of characters, very funny. I love that there's so many women on the cast. There's so many pretty girls on the cast. And she is head over heels, literally insane. Absolutely batshit. For the most normal white woman in the game. I cannot express to you how funny that is to me. Like, it's so funny. And she's so normal about it, too. Oh, my God. Vira, in terms of gameplay, is extremely strong. I've heard a lot of people say that she's, like, top 4, top 5 in the game, which I can see. I didn't see it at first, but after the experiences that I've had with Vira, I can see absolutely why. So, I didn't understand at first what her unique was. Her unique is... And she takes, like, a few steps, and if she connects with you without you interrupting her, she gets a command grab. And off of that command grab, she gets an install. And as soon as she gets an install, she becomes a real girl and can do literally anything she wants. And as soon as I realized that, I was like, oh, this character's broken. Vira can do anything when she has the install. It feels like she can just do whatever she wants. For those of you who don't know, Vira gets to do, she gets, like, every movement option in the game off of the install. If you do the install again, she does a little flip, and then she can, like, blink, like short hop, in the air, up to, like, a fixed distance. She can also cancel that into other moves. So at that point, it is a guessing game. Does your opponent guess that you're going to do one of the attacking moves and then block, or do you just dash safely away? On top of that, her B&B is so free. It is so free. You can do light, auto, or you can do the light into 236 M or H. You can do that with medium or heavy too. And then, if you do it with medium in the corner, you do like 60% to every character in the game. Even at full Brave points. She's ridiculous. She gets good Oki. Her DP is nuts. She gets the funny little, like forest sprite thing that, like, does a little blink and then screams at the opponent. It's so funny. She feels extremely strong. But also, at that point, the antithesis of Narmaya. She feels extremely linear. She's got a lot of good options. She's got a lot of good movement. But in every game that I played, whether I was winning or losing, I felt like I was doing the exact same thing every time. And that's kind of where I was like, okay, that was one of my problems with Zooey. Is that I felt like I was doing the exact same things every game, and either my opponent knew how to deal with it, and I lost, or they didn't know how to deal with it, and I won. And I was like, this is fine if I'm trying to win a tournament, but in reality, like, winning the tournament is not my goal. Winning a tournament is not my goal. I would like to perform well at Combo Breaker. I'd like to perform well in all of the games that I play. But winning the tournament is not my goal. It is being a better player every time that I play. And that, I just don't think I was going to get anywhere with Zooey. And I might not get there with Vira either. Vira feels very setup heavy and very linear. I'm going to come back to Vira along with Narmaya, because I do find her fun. Same thing with Zooey. I find all of them fun to play to a certain extent. But I just don't, I feel like there's an upper limit to what I can reasonably do with the character, and I don't want to hit that peak, right? I always want to be improving and improving and improving. So that brings us to our final subject today, Beelzebub. All right, everybody. Here he is. The man, the myth, the legend, the Bubsy. This guy, I don't have words for how this guy makes me feel, other than that I have had the most amount of fun playing this guy above everybody else. And this is, I think, why I encourage people to try doing as much as you can in a fighting game, because I would not have played this guy just based off of visual design or anything like that. I had to take a recommendation from a friend to find this guy, and he's so cool. Okay, so for what Bubsy does, so Beelzebub is, he's just kind of like he's just a jack of all trades. He kind of does everything. I'll start with his unique, because I think it's his most important move. His unique is this. He just teleports. It is the most important Oki tool I think you have, other than his projectile. You go a fixed distance until you hit a wall, in which case you will just teleport to the wall opposite to you. So, like, if we move over here, I will teleport as close to the wall as possible, and then I will, teleport to the wall. This guy's neutral is very, it feels very samey, but there's a lot of things that you can do to play neutral. Like, a lot of the times you'll just, like, I'll show off your normal B&B. So you can do, like, light, and then you do the medium disc to get a hard knockdown, and then you throw out your projectiles. Like, that's your like regular B&B. It's just this. You can do the medium version if you feel like it. I tend to do the medium version just because I think it's a little bit stronger. I think it's a little bit better, the medium version, because it hits mid, whereas this one is kind of awkward. Like, your standing medium and your standing light are like night and day. Look at how stubby this one is compared to this one. And this one, like, pressing medium is just a better button, I feel like. So that's kind of your B&B combo. You just do the auto combo into the big disc, and then you set up for projectiles, or you can teleport on them and mix them like that. Or you can do the funny thing, which is you get the hard knockdown. You do that, and then you can dive at them. Like, you can do all kinds of stuff with this guy. You can be teleporting all over the place. You can just do your normal, 6XL shenanigans. Like, this guy has a lot going on. His DP is very cool. Oh, that's not his DP. His DP is very cool. It hits, if I remember correctly, I just had Dustloop open. I believe the light and the heavy versions hit is like you can guard it anywhere. The heavy version you could only block mid. So if you're crouching, you're gonna get hit. If you're above him, you're gonna get hit. You have to be blocking exactly standing in order to not get hit by this. And it's a very good anti-air tool. I think the The light version is the only one that's not fully invincible. So I don't use it often, but it is very fast. So I'll use it at like the end of combo strings. I prefer to use the heavy version. I know it puts it on a longer cooldown, but it has a faster startup. Because look at how long that one takes. Even though this one lasts longer. Let's get into like the big reason why you want to play this guy. And it's this. He has the big gravity. Activating the gravity will pull people in depending on where they're at and what version you use. The light one will pull people in from everywhere from, I think, in the air and exactly, like, so it won't pull them in from full screen. The medium one won't either. Neither will the heavy one. I think the only one that will is the EX. And that one is a full screen unblockable. But the heavy version is big because it gets like a soft knockdown and lets you like continue into a combo, right? They're all very good for doing different things. I prefer to do the light and the heavy. The medium one, again, it takes longer to start up, so it's not often that I'll use it, but it's still there just in case you need it. I would like to show you the big corner combo that you can do with this guy. This is not by any means something that you have to start out doing. I started out doing because I was like, oh, this is really sick, and I want to try it. And I feel very good about it now. I still tend to drop it right at the end because it's just an input that I'm not used to doing at the end of a combo string, but I will give it a shot here. So you start with medium. You do the medium auto combo here. If you do any of the other ones, it's not going to work. Alright, I already screwed up. Oh my god, yeah, it's very tight. Yep, yeah, so that is kind of the gist of it. You need to do that, and then link another medium. I think you can do light here. Yeah, because you can't do heavy there. Oh. I'll give it one more shot. Yeah, and then you can... Yeah, that doesn't work. So you need to do, at the end of the thing, I think... Yeah. I'll give it one more shot. There you go. You can do that. That's the full combo right there. That's the first time I've actually hit it in a minute, because I've been dropping it so often, but... That's the big combo. You can end that with anything. You can end that with light DP. You can end that with SSBA. You can end that with your normal super. The only thing that you can't end that with, or that you shouldn't end that with, that you might want to, is this super. This is my favorite thing about Beelzebub. Is the fact that he has a frame 1 invincible command grab super. So like if your opponent... This beats everything but other invincible, but I think everything but other SSBAs. I haven't tested it on everything yet, but it does beat a lot of things. So like I've had a lot of people try to like run up and heavy DP me, and I've just done this and it beats them every time. It's very tiny, so you don't want to use it all the time. Like, the hitbox is minuscule, so, like, it won't hit from there. I'll even inch a little closer. Yeah, it won't even hit from there. So, like, the hitbox is minuscule on that. You gotta pick and choose where you want to use it. I don't even think you can combo into it. Yeah, you can't even, like... You can't combo into it from anything but, like, very specific things. You can combo it into it from 5 inch. That's about it, I think. Yeah, you can't combo into it off of the auto combo. So, like, I wouldn't recommend trying that, but you know what? Some of you sickos might find it fun. I found it fun a few times. But that's kind of everything. Other than that, like, this is very cool. It knocks them up into the air, and you can charge it just like the other versions of the projectile. You can charge all of the versions of the projectile, the heavy, the medium, and the light, for like different Oki options to like fake people out and stuff like that. The big dive move can be used for a bunch of different things. I was looking at frame data of this just a minute ago, and we couldn't find anything for how plus the EX version of this is. Oh, I figured it might just be unblockable. I don't know for sure. But this character is super sick. I think he's pretty difficult, but he's exactly the type of character that I want to be doing, where he can kind of do everything, but he's not, like, the greatest at everything. And honestly, like, he's a JoJo. I can't help but love a JoJo. So this is my PSA on Beelzebub. Play him. He's fucking sick. I should have always known that I was gonna fall for the JoJo character, right? You know, I should have guessed. Especially after learning that he shares a voice with Diavolo. I should have known. So, Beelzebub is somebody who is not on my radar in the slightest. I did not even think once about playing Beelzebub. And then C2 pulls up one day and is like, hey, I know you're in a rut. How about I show you Beelzebub? And I was like, fuck it. What else? I mean, what could possibly hurt, right? And we got into like a training match, and I felt like I had an epiphany. Like, I felt like my third eye had opened, and I was like, I can be so much more. I can be so much stronger. And Beelzebub, while I've gone through ups and downs with this character, because one, this character is also very difficult, I think. I feel like Beelzebub has so many options that the skill ceiling is learning when and where to use them in every single matchup. It's not going to be combos, which his meterless combo is hard. Don't get me wrong. I still can't do it consistently. I've gotten it a few times in matches, but it's still extremely difficult. But the difficulty of Beelzebub is knowing how to use him, where to use him, what tools to use, and how to most effectively take advantage of your opponent in certain situations. This is where I feel like I thrive. It's where I've succeeded the most with, like, in basically any game that I've ever played. So, Beelzebub, on top of just being a JoJo, he's just a JoJo. He's an evil, fucked up JoJo. Look into my dark and twisted reality. This is an evil JoJo. But on top of all that, the skill ceiling for this character is extremely difficult in a way that is not going to affect how I perceive the game, if that makes sense to anybody. He's not difficult in a way like Narmaya, where it's like, oh, if you're a body player, if anybody who's seen that video knows, if you're a body player, Narmaya is your character. Because Narmaya is all execution. Narmaya is like 90% execution, 10% praying your opponent doesn't fucking mash on your meaties. And that's it. Like, that's Narmaya. She can do everything she wants if she's got you in the corner. But Beelzebub can play anywhere. He can play at any range. He can do anything. But he is not the best at everything, but he has access to everything. And that's what I want. That is the type of environment that I thrive in. So, I am still learning how to most effectively use all of his tools. I'm still forgetting that he's got like a full screen unblockable. I went several matches without ever doing the dive attack. I forget that the dive attack and the big spin attack are mapped to the same special. So if one of them is on cooldown, you can't use the other. It's a lot of the mental stack for this character is very high. But I feel like I can do it. I feel like I can do it, and I feel like I want to do it. And that is where I'm at with Granblue. I just recently hit S with Beelzebub. I struggled to hit A with all of the other characters, including Zooey. Like, everybody's like, oh, it's like, people will scream and cry and bitch about what characters' strengths are and where they're at in terms of, like, placement for everybody else. All I've heard is people bitch about Zooey, or it's it's either you're bitching about Zooey because she's too strong, or you're coping about Zooey saying she's too weak. And that is something that I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. I don't really care. But if it's a testament to, I feel like, where I'm at with the game, because I struggled to get to A with Zooey, and then I flatlined. And I put in way more time with Zooey than I did with anybody else. Like, I have like a little over 100 hours in the game currently. I think 80 of those hours are Zooey. The other 20 is everybody else. So that is a testament to where I am at with the game. I flatlined. I feel like I flatlined with Zooey. I wasn't having fun anymore. Narmaya is extremely difficult and not something I want to invest a ton of time into right now while I'm training for Combo Breaker. Vira is very linear but very strong, so I feel like if I need her as a pocket pick, I can pull her out and I'll keep messing around with her in the background. But I am going to put all of my focus into Beelzebub, the fruit that he is. So, thank you guys, everybody, for watching. I think this is going to be the end of this video for today. I'll check back in at the end of March with more progress. Things might have changed between now and then. Who knows? I might be on Vira. I might be on a completely different character. But for now, my focus is going to be on Beelzebub, because this guy rules and I'm having a ton of fun. So, thanks, everybody, for watching. Please be sure to do all the fun YouTube stuff. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, wash your hands, take a nap, take your meds, do all of the fun stuff that YouTube likes and that is good for you and for me. And I will see you guys next time. Have a great weekend, everybody.